Namaste, I'm Sreyashi Dey and I'm delighted to welcome you to the inaugural day of the 2020 Rasa Festival. This is a year unlike any other. So much is different around us. The change and chaos in the world make us yearn to feel grounded, in search for aspects of our lives that remain unchanged. For us artists, making art is one of them. Yet, the process of creating art, as well as its presentation, has had to adapt to this ever-changing canvas like everything else. We have had to migrate to virtual platforms to reach you, our audiences, this year. However, instead of simply duplicating our typical format of in-person concerts, exhibitions, and other events online, we invited the artists to create shorter, experimental works. They embraced this challenge with zeal and have created original works for our festival that are sure to amaze. It is a great pleasure and honor to host renowned artists from the US, Canada, India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan this year. We are grateful to each of our artists for sharing their works with us and enriching our worlds. We have curated a rich tapestry of programs that we will bring to you over 4 weekends this month. You will not want to miss any of these exciting presentations. My sincere thanks to Dr. Urmi Guha for her tireless support and work for our organization and the festival, and to Natalie Robbins, our marketing and communications manager, for the numerous roles she fills for our organization. I welcome today's artists. Musician and ethnomusicologist Amie Maciszewski on sitar. Amie has also generously helped us to curate a large part of this year's music offerings. Dancer Kohal Das, poet Zilka Joseph, together with pianist Veena Kulkarni-Rankin in a lovely collaboration, and innovative photographer and artist Naina Hauser. I'm also delighted to share my own short dance piece to start the program today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. You will find the full festival calendar on our website, rasafestival.org. Enjoy the show and see you tomorrow. As an opening piece for this year's Rasa Festival, I am delighted to share a short dance work I have choreographed and performed. This piece is an interpretation of the Nasadiya Sukta, the hymn of creation, which is the 129th hymn of the 10th mandala of the ancient scripture, the Rig Veda. Nasadiya Sukta begins with the paradoxical statement, "Then there was neither existence nor non-existence." It ponders over the when, why, and by whom of creation in a contemplative tone, providing no definite answers. It is one of the earliest accounts of skeptical inquiry and agnosticism, and at the same time shows an uninhibited humility on the threshold of one of the greatest cosmic mysteries. The depth, wonder, and open-mindedness of this hymn have always appealed to me. I felt inspired to create a piece that connects the person I am today, here and now, in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and this ancient hymn, which was composed somewhere between 1500 and 1200 BCE. Locating my dance in the wooded arboretum in Ann Arbor, as well as on campus at the University of Michigan, I felt the existential stirrings of the hymn in my own way, what it means to breathe, dance, be in nature, and connect to humanity. May this dance stir up wonder in your soul as well.
नासदासि नो सदासि तदानीं नासीद्रजो नो व्योमा परो यत् किमावरिवः कुहकस्य शर्मन्नम्भ किमासीद् गहनं गभीरम् आसीदमृतं न तर्हि न रात्र्यावह्नवासीत् प्रकेतः आनीदवातं स्वधया तदेकं तस्माद्ध्यानन्न परः किंश्चनास तमसा गूढमग्रे प्रकेतं सलिलं सर्वमायिदम् तुच्छेनाभ्यपिहितं यदासीत् तपसस्तन्महिना जायतैकम्
Namaskar. I'm Amie Maciszewski in Dallas, Texas, and I'm delighted to be part of the Rasa Festival, in which I will be playing sitar. I will play a composition in the rag Vimpalasi, set to Rupak Tal of 7 beats. Part Kuntawala will accompany me on tabla. I have been studying and practicing and teaching Hindustani music for all of my adult life, over 4 decades, and it doesn't cease to inspire me with its infinite possibilities for improvisation and just further growth of a beautiful sound and image and feeling, or rasa. And I selected this piece, Vimpalasi, because of the time I recorded it, which was afternoon, a very favorite time of mine. And the rag, of course, invokes peace and serenity and commune with nature. And so it's one of my favorite rags. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you again to Akshara Arts and Sreyashi Dey for having me. Namaskar.
Namaskar. I would first like to thank Sreyashi Dey for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be a part of her festival, Rasa Festival 2020. Now, to answer her question of what drives creativity, I would like to begin by saying that dance is a lot of things to me, and what tops the list is essentially happiness. Irrespective of what state of mind I am in, dance always brings back happiness and helps me calm down and helps me to feel free. Now, this is probably where the creativity stems, at least from my perspective. My gurus, Sri Parshanath Upadhyay, Srimati Madhurita Mahapatra, Srimati Reena Jana, and my dancer parents, Srimati Meenakshi Mukherjee and Sri Chiraranjan Das, all of them has shown me a right path and then shown me what dance is like, and then has helped me learn and grow over years, and I'm still learning. For this festival, I have shared two videos. The first video is based on Panchabhutas, the Panchabhuteshwara. Offering to Panchabhutas or Panchabhuteshwara, it probably would give us strength to sail through these hard times. The second video is analogous to our current situation, which depicts a regular villager who was praying for Lord Vishnu and then is suddenly struck by a catastrophe, by a demon or some kind of an evil. So I hope that you enjoy both the videos. Thank you very much. Namaskar once again.
समुद्रवसने देवी पर्वतस्थन मण्डली नाट्यं करिष्ये भूदेवी आदघातं क्षमस्व मे पंचभूतनाथने पृथ्वीस्वरूपने एकाग्रेश्वरने नमो नमः पंचभूतनाथने जलधिस्वरूपने जम्बूपतये नमः
ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಧರಿಕಿಡತೈ ಧತ್ತೈ 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 ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾಂ ಧಿತಾಂ ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕತೈಂ ಧತತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕತಾಂ 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 ಧಿತಾಂ ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕತೈಂ ಧತತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕಧಿಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕತಂ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕನಂ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕ
ಪಂಚಭೂತ ನಾಥನೇ ವಾಯುಸ್ವರೂಪನೇ ಕಾಳಹಸ್ತೀಶ್ವರನೇ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ
ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕ ಧಿಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕ ತುಂಗಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕ ನಂ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಕ ತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಹತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಹತ್ತೈ ಕಿಡತಕತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಹತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಧತ್ತೈ ಕಿಡತಕತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಧತ್ತೈ ಕಿಡತಕತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಧತ್ತೈ ಕಿಡತಕತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡತಕತೈ ಧತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾಂ ಧಿತ್ತಾಂ ಧರಿಕಿಡತೈ 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 ಧತ್ತೈ ಧರಿಕಿಡತಾ ಧತ ಜಂ ಧರಿತ ತತ ಹತ ಜಂ ಧರಿತೈ ತದಿಗಿಣತಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿಣತಂ ತಕ ದಿಗು ತದಿಗಿಣತಂ ತಾಂ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ ತಕ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ 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 ತಕ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ 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 ತಕ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ 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 ತಕ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ ಧರಿಗಿಡತಕ ದತ್ತ ಮಂಗು ತಕ ತದಿಗಿಣತಂ ತ ತೈ ದತ್ ತತ್ತಾಂ ಗಿಡತಕ ಧಿತ್ ತೈ ದತ್ ತತ್ತಾಂ ಧರಿಗಿಡ
ಪಂಚಭೂತನಾಥನೇ ಅಗ್ನಿಸ್ವರೂಪನೇ ಅರುಣಾಚಲನಾಥನೇ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ ಪಂಚಭೂತನಾಥನೇ ಆಕಾಶಸ್ವರೂಪನೇ ನಟರಾಜನೇ ನಮೋ ನಮೋ पञ्चभूतनाथं पञ्चभूतस्वरूपं शम्भो शिवाय नमः
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my poetry reading. I want to say a very special thank you to Akshara Arts and Sreyashi Dey, who have invited me and pianist Veena Kulkarni to collaborate on this item. I was very honored when Veena chose my poem City of Hibiscus Eyes from my book Sharp Blue Search of Flame from Wayne State University Press. And she was inspired to write an absolutely gorgeous piece based on this poem. The poem City of Hibiscus Eyes is a pantoum, or more correctly pronounced in Malaysia as a pantoum. It is a lyrical poem and it has repeating lines. So the first and third line of each stanza is repeated in the following stanza, and on and on and on till you reach the last stanza where you invert those first two lines at the end of the poem. This poem, City of Hibiscus Eyes, was really inspired by the city I grew up in, Kolkata, and it sort of echoes a sense of loss and a sense of yearning, as well as the thoughts of my childhood there. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm excited to share this poem with you, as well as have Veena's absolutely stunning piece played along with this poem. Thank you so much. City of Hibiscus Eyes. The song I lost is looking for you, but I don't know how to reach it. It wanders where the red hibiscus grows. I remember sounds like falling petals. I don't know how to reach those fading words, the shadowy eyes. All I remember is petals, like falling phrases. They slip away just as I catch their scent. The hibiscus songs, the purple whispers, memories of dust, Kolkata summers. They slip away as I catch their scent. So soft, so hooded with silence. Memories of dusty Kolkata summers, my seeking fingers, your searching eyes. So dark, so hooded in silence. The flowers, like flowers, I gathered you in my arms. Your searching eyes, my seeking fingers, fill the void with words unsaid. I gather you in my arms like flowers. My lost song hovers. I hear it sigh. The city watches with hibiscus eyes as I gather you in my arms like flowers. But then you fall away in the smoky dusk. The song I lost keeps looking for me.
Reading City of Hibiscus Eyes, I'm struck by the dreamlike state of the poem, how the song is always just beyond the grasp of the poet, and yet that song is looking for her. Phrases like shadowy eyes, so hooded with silence, purple whispers, these spoke to me of night. And so I looked for a rag or a scale that would capture these shadows. I was drawn to the sound of rag malkons, and it turns out that that rag is associated with the night. But I needed a beautiful melody to haunt me, and as I learned more about rag malkons, I was led to Jane Bahar Hussain Tere Bemisal Hai, a classic Hindi film song in rag malkons, sung so memorably by Mohammed Rafi. But being a Western classical pianist, I just couldn't help but quote Rachmaninoff, his haunting vocalese. I guess his song was looking for me.
Hello, my name is Nina Hauser, and I'm an artist, and I use a camera, actually my iPhone camera. And I'm delighted to have been invited to speak here at the Rasa Festival, so thank you. I'm not really a public speaker, so I get nervous, so I've got notes, so I'm sorry if I have to read things. So anyway, so what you're going to see is some of my work, which are called composites, and what they are parts of photographs that I've taken over the last 3 years that I put into other photographs. So you'll see what I mean when you get to see my work. And what compelled me to do this work was the first week I was in India, the first time. I was staying in a small plantation in the south of India near Cochin, and I had a little cottage, and the first morning I saw this wonderful looking woman outside gardening, and she was sweeping away leaves from the garden beds, and she had made a little broom, just a little broom with twigs, and she was sweeping them with the twigs. So I went out and asked her if I could take some pictures with my phone. People are not really as put off by being photographed with a phone. They think I'm just a tourist and it's a little picture. And anyway, she was wonderful. She smiled, it was okay, and I took pictures of her. And the owner came up, this woman, I'd mentioned her first, and asked me what I was doing. And I said, well, I'm photographing this woman who's doing the gardening. And she said, you must not take pictures of her. And I said, why not? She said, because she's Dalit. And I said, what is that? And she said, she's untouchable. You should take pictures of me with my daughter and my mother before we go to church this Sunday. And And then I saw my woman that I'd been photographing put her head down and kind of start to walk away. And I was just appalled that she had been, I don't know if she understood English, but I'm certain that she got the message that, she wasn't considered very highly by this woman. So after that, this is what really got me going. It was sort of the spark for my work. So as I traveled around, I began photographing. First, it was mostly women who were doing jobs that were really menial, like sweeping the streets or picking up garbage or working on road crews. And they were really wonderful. They had most of them had on saris. And it wasn't just that they were really attractive looking to me and colorful, but they had dignity, and they were conscientious. And so I started photographing them, and then I also photographed men that I saw that were interesting in one way or another. And also the lots of cows, the sacred cows that you hear about they were standing in traffic with cars swirling around them, or they were lying in a ditch in the dirt, and it looked like their hooves needed trimming. I photographed goats and dogs and animals that were emaciated looking and picking up trash. And then what I did was I have an interest in Mughal art. And Mughal art was done for the Mughal emperors for their palaces. And it's usually small, beautifully colored miniature paintings of gardens and courtly life. And so what I did was I moved my people and my animals into these gardens. For some, I just totally made them up. Some I took from other paintings of Mughal paintings that I found in library books, or I found some in a museum. So that's what you're going to see when you see my work. And the title of it was called The Real World is Not the Only World, India Dreams. Hope you enjoy it.